Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Saul from the Show Up. As you know, download it on Google Store, Apple Store. Download it DUHSHOWOFFZ. It's all on there, all one word. Download it. Need more subscribers to this channel. This channel is also on YouTube, DUHSHOWOFFZ. Go download it and go get some subscribe to this channel also. Well, today's topic is going to be the aftermath of the parade. So today, was the parade in Philadelphia. For those who don't know, the Eagles won. Like it's not nationwide news. Anyway, the parade was today. Had an experience with my kids. We took the train down. We didn't even drive. We took the train down. We jumped in with a whole bunch of people. But if you go to this channel right, you see I got a couple shorts in there with my kids and stuff. Yeah. So today was a nice experience. I went down there. My son had the Kobe Bryant. He had the Kobe Bryant high school jersey on, and people that recognized it, they was applauding him. They was like, "Oh, nice jersey!" Oh, and people that know the school, they was like, "Oh, nice jersey," and this and that. Even though Kobe Bryant didn't, is not here now. He wasn't a football player, but everybody know he's a basketball player. He's from Philly, well, Little Marion, wherever he had from, but he's from the tri-state, one of these areas, Philadelphia. We had this discussion earlier, but people was congratulating like, "Yo, that's a nice jersey." Da, da, da. My son was like, "Yeah, thanks, yeah, thanks, yours, thanks." He was all proud. That was the experience. Well, let me go through this, bro. We took the train to 11th and Market, walked to 12th and Market, got up, and we start walking. The moment we start walking, getting to like 13th, packed. I'm talking about packed. Walk all the way down to around the bend on City Hall, massively packed. So we come across Broad Street and we walking straight, walking to a fence, dead end. So we walk back and go up Broad Street and then cut down Arch. We go Arch, we walking better. Then we back to the same position. That many people, mob ran into like a gate really. So we went back, walked back on Broad Street, walked up more towards like Cherry Street. At Cherry Street, we start walking down to the park where now we got open space. Now it's open space. Now we just walking. Now we left the clutter mess over there because we didn't know what we was waiting for. We knew it was gonna be a lot of people. We knew it was gonna be all that, but we didn't know it was gonna be that drastic. Like it was so much people. Like so much people show Philly love. They showed a lot of Eagles love. Philly was packed today. Downtown was crazy. I don't know what happened to the other side of Boulevard. We was just trying to get to the Parkway, go towards the bridge. Go towards the stage. So that's where we was going, towards the stage. But to get there, we took massively long. So we went down there. We got down there about 10:30, 11, and we walked a lot. Walked all the way down. I think we got to like 20 something in Parkway or 20th in Parkway. At least 20th in Parkway. And we just stopped. We just stopped. But to get there, we went through walking, this and that. And not to mention, it was freaking cold. I'm talking about it was cold. But it was a good experience. It was cold and all, but my kids went with me. My daughter went. She saw a few things. My son went. He was happy. He saw the bus go by. He was happy. And then horses went by. There was horse people riding horses. It was so many people and the horses are trying to get by. Yo, retardedness. I don't understand how people want to drive horses, but they had horses out there. they were driving horses, like riding, not driving. You don't drive horses, you ride horses. They were riding horses, but the experience was cool. You know, I went with Mr. Martinez 215, you know, and I went with my kids, and we all shared that experience. You know, it was a pretty good experience. It was cool, but all the hypeness will keep you going. Like, you're not standing still. You're just walking here, there, there. You're just walking, 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 walking. It was a lot of walking. I haven't walked like that in a long time. It was a lot of walking. You're tired out too. You know, I asked my kids, they want something to drink. They was like, nah, 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 we good. So it was cool. Oh yeah, but I was passing out my flyers. I was just giving my flyers. You know, some people take them, some people don't. Some people tell you thank you. Some people just take you, be like, all right, you know. I'm sure some of them went to the floor and this and that. But you know, doing my job is giving it out, promoting my site, and that's what I was doing, promoting. I was sharing experience with my kids and promoting my site. You know, what more better to do? You your own promotional team. You your own billboard. Sweatsuit I got on, that's exactly what I wore over there. My sweatsuit is what I wore. You know, my son had the Kobe Bryant. My daughter had my daughter had a Ryan Garcia jersey on. Who remembers that? Who remember Garcia when he played with the Eagles? Yeah, my daughter had that. Yep, that's what my daughter was wearing. She looked all fly with her hat on and everything. She looked all fly, you know. My daughter. We walked we walked down there, we had fun. We walked in the parade. We didn't walk down there. We took the bus, the train. Yeah, so we walked all the way. We found our way. It was a long ride. I mean, it was a short ride because the train missed some stops. You know, they missed stops, so they was like going Huntington, Girard, 11th Street. Like they skipped Spring Garden, Burks, um, Dolphin, all that was skipped. They just kept going. But after 11th Street, they was going straight to 30th Street Station. So they wasn't stopping after 11th Street. So everybody had to get off at 11th and Market. Oh shit, my fault. And whenever y'all see this video, it's not going to be edited, so y'all know that I'm tired. But I'm out here doing it because I want to talk. I want to talk about my experience with my kids. You know, it was good. It was a good experience. You know, my son enjoyed himself. My daughter, as I told you on my last video, she go because she want to be happy with us and everything. But she could have stayed home. She wouldn't have cared. She wouldn't have cared either way. Whether she would have stayed or she would have gone, she wouldn't have cared either way. You know, but you know, she saw some of her friends down there, which was cool. And after she saw some of her friends, you know, she was like, Dad, can I stay? I felt bad. You know, I felt bad saying no because, you know, I like her to be happy and be with her friends. But there was so many people in the parade, and I didn't want to leave my daughter down there. I mean, yeah, she's 16 and, you know, she's smart, she's intelligent, she knows, but, you know, there's too many people. And being down there with all them people, and then I kept on telling her like, yo, get up front, like walk in front of me, you know. And she like, you know, doing her faces like, I'm right here, I'm right here, I'm right here. You know, but that's just me being a parent. You know, that's just me being a parent, just telling her, you know, come to the front, come to the front. Now her brother was walking beside her, making sure she was cool. You know, either he was walking beside her or she was in front of us. You know, we try not to leave her in the back. You know, that's just something that I do. You know, my kids, I know they're old enough. You know, even my son, he's 22, and he still, it's the same way. You know, it's the same way with him. You know, walk up front, like, you know, it's not like he don't know, but he does. But it's just being a parent. But I share the experience with my kids. My son can say, yeah, me and my dad went to the Super Bowl. My daughter can say, me, my brother, and my dad, we went to the Super Bowl. Which that's what she would say. We went to the parade. Yeah, we was at that parade. She might say like, yeah, we was at the parade. So much walking around. I swear to God, I wanted to beat somebody up. All this pushing and this and that, you know. what do you expect in a crowd? You know, you just gotta be patient. Like, you know, my son got upset at a couple people, you know, because he were you know, they like pushed him and stuff, but that's just it. Like, you know, some people say excuse me and just go right through and stuff, and some people can't take it and stuff. But my son handled it cool. My son was cool about it. He's like, yo, you know, he was cool about it. My daughter was there. She experienced. I know that my daughter was like, man, I want to go home because she can walk because she's an athlete, but I know she wasn't feeling it. But I'm still happy they went and enjoyed. I had my experience with them. I am truly happy I went with them. So and then after the buses went by, we seen everybody they throwing beers at the car, or beers at the at the buses. The buses are throwing bracelets out like chains, the New Orleans chains or whatever, them beads. They throwing them out to the crowd. They throwing them out to the crowd, going crazy, and they throwing them out in the crowd. Let me say that again. They throwing them out in the crowd. People throwing beer at them. People just throwing stuff up in the on the bus because they had a two-tier bus. I mean, I'm sure y'all watched the parade on the TV. I'm just reiterating what I'm saying, like, you know, and you know, just there. Music was playing, everybody's dancing and bobbing and weaving. People were drunk out their minds. People were smoking weed. They was having fun. I mean, it was a good time. You know, I didn't hear of any violence until the end, and but that's all I heard. I mean, I heard a couple people got shot, but I think me and my son, my kids were already gone. I think we were already gone for that, and yeah, it was a wonderful experience. I'm happy I got to spend it with them. I'm happy they went with me. You know, it's just an experiences that I didn't get to go do with my parents. You know, so I do it with my kids. Like for those that know me, my kids are my kids. That's just it. So anyway, on the way back, we start walking down. We start walking down. Like now we're walking away from the stage because they haven't spoken yet on the stage. They had not talked. But we were walking away already. We were starting to go because, you know, we wanted to see the bus go by and all that stuff. So that's it. I told my daughter, I was like, yo, you want to start walking back? She's like, yeah, 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 like fast. Yeah, she didn't even think twice. My son was like, yeah, we can start heading back. So we start heading back, and then we had to cut some street, come some, you know, just go keep on back and forth until we got to 12th and Market. Now we get to 12th and Market. Now there's a line from 12th and Market all the way down to 11th and Market. There's a line from 12th and Market all the way down to 13th and Market. Now we got 11th and Market and 13th and Market. And then we got a line from 12th and Market to 12th and Filbert. I think that's before Arches Filbert. I'm not sure. But we got now it's like a T. If y'all can understand, it's like a T. But you know, there's a traffic there's a septic cop there and he's letting the traffic go. Like it's no arguments, no nothing. Traffic is just going fine and everything. When we start getting close, meaning me and my kids, when we start getting close to the entrance, we waited like a half hour, 35 minutes. But when we start getting close to the entrance, all these septic cops come. And septic cop comes try to change the line and they was like, no, the T where the T is like when I told y'all when it's from 12th and Market to 12th and Filbert, that line they wanted to send us all the way out to split us either to 13th Street or the 11th Street way. But we was almost there. And then you know, I overheard them. But we was that close on each other. I said, nah, hold on. There's no arguments on nothing. Like, let it flow, let it flow. There's no arguments on nothing. And then the one septic cop that was taking care of all three of us, you know, of all three lines, because he, you know, people talked to him, asking him which train he was telling them, and everything was flowing good until they got there. He was like, you know, Sarge, you know, let it be for right now. Like he's trying to tell him, like, let it be for right now. There's no beef, no nothing. So and then, you know, you always know you can't talk back to your higher ranking officer, and the higher ranking officer looked at him, and he was like, All right, after that line, which was the line that we was in the middle going towards Filbert Street. After that, that's it. After that guy in the green hat, whatever, it wasn't me or somebody else. After that guy in the green hat, nobody over there. Now you got to send them out to deport them over there. So they resolved that really quick. I don't know how that ended because we got in the gates, we went down, and then the train was going towards 69th Street and then going back to Bridge and Pratt, and I had to make sure that I don't know which way I'm going. So I asked somebody down there, was like, yo, I asked one of the staff members or somebody that's working there, say, hey, which way to Huntington Station? And then it was like, you got to go all the way to the end of the platform. That's all he said. So me and my kids are going to the end of the platform. So I think we passed the little bridge that you go to the other side. I don't know if y'all familiar with the with the subway system, but they have cross bridges or whatever. So we went up and crossed over. But before we did all that, we walked all the way to the end of the to the end of the walk. I said, AJ, hold on. We gotta come back. So we came back. I told my son, come on, come back. And I asked another staff member, and they was like, no, you gotta go up around up here and this and that. So I was like, come on, kids, let's go up. Then we went up, we went on the other side. And we went on the other side and waited for the train, got on the train, and everybody everybody was just chit-chatting about the Eagles game and how it was. I mean, not the Eagles game, I'm sorry, the Eagles parade and how it was, what was the experience, which was pretty good. Like it was a thrill that now my kids can talk about it. My daughter's gonna go to school, they're gonna talk about it. She's gonna talk about it with her friends. My son's gonna go to work and he's gonna talk about it with his friends or with his co-workers or how the experience and stuff like that. Because mind you, my son took the day off for this. I asked him, if we win the Super Bowl, can you take the day off? He's like, I'm gonna ask. And he got it. So Tuesday he asked for the day off and they gave it to him. So, I'm grateful because he really, he said, I'm not going to work, Dad. I'm gonna take the day off and we're gonna go. And we went. And I'm glad, shout out to the school district of Philadelphia because they closed school down. Because I doubt their schools was gonna have people in it. Even though my daughter probably would have went to school. She rather would have had went to school. But it's cool though. It was a hard experience, but she went though. And I'm totally happy for that. I am totally happy that she went with us. But yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm just happy. Like I'm proud that I get to spend these experiences with them. I get to spend this with them. Like it means a lot. It just means a lot, from going to school trips with them, being there for their birthdays and graduations and, stuff I didn't see in the past, but I'm seeing it now. Like I'm just grateful for every moment that I got with my kids. I'm just grateful. Like I'm just grateful. I share the experience with my kids. And I share experience with my kids that they gonna remember. My kids are not 1 or 2 years old, but like, yeah, I'm gonna go with my kids and stuff like that. Um, my kids are gonna remember this Super Bowl that they win. So even if they don't win another for 20 years, my kids will remember that they went to the Super Bowl parade. They went to this Super Bowl parade. And they went with their dad. They will remember that. And that's an experience that we always gonna share with each other. They always gonna remember that. Whether my son gets married, my daughter gets married, and they watch sports or whatever, however they're gonna go. They wanna always say, yeah, I went with my dad to the we experienced that with my dad. If they ever win a Super Bowl and they married and have kids and stuff like that, they might share it with their kids and stuff because that's what dad did. Dad took us down there. So we're gonna celebrate that. And I'm just happy, man. Just happy that I got to celebrate it with my kids. And that's just plain and simple. I got an experience with my kids and I did it. Well, the Eagles did it. And and I made the best of it to share with my kids. And that's what I'm gonna say, man. The kids, best time with them. It was a short period of time, but I got the experience with them, and that's what mattered to me. They're gonna remember this memory for a long time, and I'll remember it unless I get some dementia or something, or forget something, get hit over the head or something. But I'm gonna remember it. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to sign up to the app DUHSHOWOFFZ. Go to Google Play, download it on the Google Play or Apple Store. And I'm out until tomorrow.